Go ahead and do what I do. And connect number 3 and 4, and 5 and 6, and then 7 through 9. So just kind of connect those, and then I'll tell you what this is all about. So the reason I connected these is because I can use the top one to help me solve the bottom one. Okay? 2/4 minus 1/4, what's that?
1/4.
Okay, go ahead and write with me. Now, I can actually use this 2/4 right down here instead of the half. So you don't need to scribble it out. I'm doing that as a visual. Okay? So 2/4 minus 1/4 would be 1/4. Okay? 2/6 minus 1/6? 1/6. What do you think 1/3 is the same as?
2/6.
Right.
2/6.
So I'm going to do 2/6 minus 1/6. Okay, so you kind of see how those go together? All right. Now let's do the next, let's do 7 through 9. 6/8 minus 1/8? 5/8. Then what do you think the 3/4 is the same as? 6/8. 6/8 minus 1/8? 5/8. And the same thing again, 6/8 minus 3/8. What is it?
3/8.
3/8. Okay? So that's how you do those. Some of them you can group together, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll down so that you can write, or so that you can group them together. Okay? So stay with me here. 10 through 12 go together. 13 through 15 go together. So mark these as I mark them. Okay, no, I'm recording. So 16 through 18 go together. Then all these go together. So you should mark those. Okay, now I want to go back up to the top because 23 actually goes with the ones that are on the bottom. And that one was, I can't remember what it was, 8/10. So this, go ahead and write 8/10 here. So 23 goes with the ones on the bottom. And then we're going to group some more here. Okay, so 24 and 25. 26 through 28. 29 and 30. Skip 31, okay? 32 through 34. Now the rest of them, they don't go with any other problems. So I'm going to show you how to do those because it's actually easier than you think. So everybody circle 31. We're going to do it together right now. Okay, so I have 1/3 minus 3/12, and I can't subtract because my denominators are not alike, right? So all I have to do is change thirds to 12ths. How do I change a 3 to a 12?
3 times 4.
So if whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do the top. So 1 times 4, 4/12, okay? So whatever I write, you write. So 4/12 minus 3/12? 1/12. Okay, I'm going to scroll down. We'll do a few more of these. Okay? So I have to change 4ths to 12ths. Take it times 3. So 1 times 3 is?
3.
And 4 times 3 is?
3/4.
3/12.
Oh, sorry.
Because I'm multiplying the bottom and the top by 3. I should write it twice. So 3/12 minus 2/12?
1/12.
1/12. Okay. So the next thing we have, I have to change 5ths to 15ths. Times 3. Very good. So 3/15 minus 1/15? 2/15. Okay, now I have to change thirds to 15ths. times what? 5. So this is going to be 5/15 minus 1/15. What do you got?
4/15.
Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 minutes, and then we'll check our answers, okay? Okay, answers for side A. 1/4, 1/4, 1/6, 1/6, 1/8, 1/8, 5/8, 5/8, 3/8, 3/10, 3/10, 3/10, 3/10, 3/10, 1/10, 3/10, 3/10, 1/10, 7/10, 7/10, 3/10, 3/10. Okay, number 23. 1/10, 1/12, 1/12, 5/12, 5/12, 1/12, 5/12, 5/12, 1/12, 7/12, 5/12, 1/12, 1/12, 2/15, 4/15, 7/15, 2/15, 7/12, 7/16, 7/15, 5/12, 5/16. Okay, answers for side B. 1/10, 1/10, 1/4, 1/4, 3/10, 3/10, 1/10, 3/10, 3/10, 1/10, 3/10, 3/10, 1/10, 7/10, 7/10, 3/10, 3/10, 1/10, 1/8, 1/8, 5/8, 5/8. Okay, number 23. 3/8, 4/15, 4/15, 2/15, 2/15, 1/15, 8/15. Is this 8/15? Number 30?
Yeah.
Okay. 1/12, 7/12, 5/12, 1/12, 1/12, 1/12, 2/15, 8/15, 4/15, 5/12, 5/16, 8/15, 7/12, 7/16. So these first two problems are a review of what we did in lesson 11, okay? So I'm going to read it. We're going to solve it. You ready?
Yeah.
Max's reading assignment was to read 15.5 pages. After reading 4 1/3 pages, he took a break. How many more pages does he need to read to finish his assignment? I think we need to do that. What do you think? So once you get that underlined, think about what it is. Add, subtract, multiply, or divide. So what do you think how many more pages means we need to do? Subtract. Okay, so I'm going to write the problem down. Go ahead and write it with me. 15.5 minus 4 1/3. And this is a pretty simple problem to solve. So what should I do first?
Take the whole numbers down.
Okay, so 15 minus 4, what's that?
11.
11, okay? So now all I have to do is 1/2 minus 1/3, okay? What's my common denominator for halves and thirds?
6.
6. And do you remember Mrs. Lowry's trick? 1 times 3
2.
and 2 times 1. And that gives me 11 1/6 for my answer. Okay, that's a review of, I believe, Monday. We did that Monday. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the next one. It's very similar. Now, if you didn't finish that, I apologize, and I'll slow down on the next one. Okay? Sam and Nathan are training for a race. Monday, Sam ran 2 3/4 miles, and Nathan ran 2 1/3 miles. How much farther did Sam run than Nathan? So add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Subtract. How much farther? Okay, so 2 3/4 minus 2 1/3. What's my first step? Okay, so 2 minus 2 is what?
0.
Oh, I don't have to do anything then. Yeah. Okay, so what's the common denominator for 4 and 3?
12.
Okay, so let's get the 12s on there. So I've got 3 times 3. What's that? And 4 times 1. 4. And 9 minus 4 equals, and I didn't need that other set of equal signs, did I? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and erase it. Be less writing, okay? So let's take a look at the lesson. Now, this first one we're going to skip, so just cross it off. Okay? Oh, and by the way, you're going to love me after I say this next thing. We're skipping the number lines. Okay? So that's the good news. So what I want to do is below the number line, I'm going to write the problem. Okay? So I'm going to rewrite 1 3/4 minus 6/7. And I'm going to scroll so we don't even have to look at that top part. Okay? So skip over to the correct problem. Good. And I know your paper looks different than mine. So make sure you found problem 2. Good. Okay, now here's something we need to talk about. I'm going to draw a visual here. And just put your pencil down for a minute. If I made 3/4, it would look like this, right? You with me? If I make 6/7, it's going to look like this. So can I subtract 3/4 minus 6/7? Why not?
Because it's bigger.
The second number's bigger. And since we don't do negatives yet, the first number has to be the biggest. Are you with me? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to erase this so that we can do what we need to do here. We're going to use the 1. And we've done this before. Okay, so if I use that 1 and change it to a fraction, what's it going to be?
4/4.
4/4. So everybody write that down. 4/4 plus 3/4. Okay, now I'm going to rewrite this problem. So Millie said it's 7/4. Is she right?
Yep.
So 7/4 minus 6/7. Okay, and Melina, maybe just help Caleb find the problem we're on. Caleb, you can just watch us while we finish this. Okay, what's my common denominator for 4 and 7?
14.
4 and 7.
48.
What?
48.
Oh, I couldn't understand them. Okay, 28. I don't know why. I thought he said 48.
I said 14.
Okay, so take a look at this. What is 7 times 7?
49.
49. And 4 times 6.
24.
And I can subtract 9 minus 4.
5.
And 4 minus 2.
2.
And I've got an answer. Now, there for a minute I kind of freaked out. You want to know why? Because I thought, oh no, I forgot to write my 1. But did I forget? No, I used my 1. When I changed this to 7, that got rid of my 1. I added it in, okay?
I figured something out. You're using eagle colors.
I am using eagle colors. I'm in the eagle mood today. Okay, so let's look at the next problem. It's not much harder. I'm going to see if I can move my number line, though. So the first thing I want to do here is I want to rewrite the problem under the number line. 3 1/4 minus 2 1/2. This one's a little different, but not much. Problem 3, make sure you're on problem 3. Okay. 3 1/4 minus 2 1/2. Now, the first thing I want to do is subtract my whole numbers. What's 3 minus 2?
1.
So I'm going to write 1 1/4 minus 1/2. Trust me, this is going to keep us from getting confused. So I got rid of the 3 and the 2, and I changed it to a 1. Okay? You with me? Okay. Now, is 1/4 more than a half?
Yes.
No. It's less than a half. If I do 1/4, it looks like that.
Yeah.
And we know we'd much rather have half of a pizza than a fourth of a pizza, right? Okay, so since 1/4 is too small, I'm going to have to use the 1. So the 1 is going to become what? 4/4 plus 1/4
equals 5/4.
Okay, so this is where we're going to write it. 5/4 minus 1/2. So I changed 1 1/4 from a mixed number to an improper fraction, and I'm subtracting a half. Got it? Okay, common denominator for 4 and 2.
8. You can use 4.
You can use 4. Let's try it. Let's challenge ourselves, okay? So everybody write down the 4. And I'm going to change the color of my pen because, lo and behold, if I use 4, then I get to use the 5 also. This next part is just like our sprint. So, 2 times what equals 4?
2.
Okay. So this is going to be a,
2.
so 5 minus 2 is,
3.
and there's your answer. What do you think?
I need to catch up.
You need to catch up? Okay, I'll pause it. All right, let's take a look at the next problem. This is very similar to the one we just did. Is that number line? Whoops, that's too far. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite it. Now, don't write too big because we're going to need all this room. 4 1/2 minus 3 2/3. Okay, now the first thing I want to do is subtract the whole numbers. So what's 4 minus 3? 1. And then I'm going to keep my fractions, 1/2 minus 2/3. I'm going to draw that visual for you. So can I subtract this much pizza from this much? No. So what am I going to have to do? Use the 1, right? Somebody said add the 1. They were right. So we're going to add the 1. So the 1 becomes a fraction, right? And then we'll add the half in. And that gives us 2 plus 1, 3 halves. minus 2/3. What's a common denominator for 2 and 3?
6.
Okay. And remember, we already used our 1, so we don't have to worry about it. So 3 times 3 and 2 times 2
4.
and 9 minus 4 equals
5, 6. I just need to catch up on this.
Okay, is that the last problem?
Yeah.